So guys, welcome back again to my life. So today, Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court, and then shocking thing is that Justice Binta, as you all know her, resigns from Nnamdi Kanu's case. So my question is, what is their plan again? Because there's nothing that happens in this country if this government is not behind it. So I've been asking what is their plan that Nnamdi Kanu, that Justice Binta Nyako that will resign in Nnamdi Kanu's case today, because this thing was tweeted today 1 hour ago. So today Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court. The justice is resigning. Today I'm gonna appear to court. The justice is resigning, and I don't know why. But I don't know why. So let me just read out some comments on that tweet because it's from this on Twitter, and there was some comments I got from it. So one person said, another tactics to delay his release. Now the next judge will start from afresh after doing what Binta has been doing for the last 3 years. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case doesn't require Nigeria court procedure. Actions is the only that can get Mazi out of DSS. Because yes, are you backing off now after 3 years? Because we all know that they caught after they bailed Nnamdi Kanu and that will not charge. But yet some persons, or let's say the government, are yet to raise Nnamdi Kanu. And then today, Justice Binta, which you all know to be the judge that have been on the case of Nnamdi Kanu, have to resign, thereby prolonging Nnamdi Kanu's detention. I think these are all planned out because I know will tell me that she just resigned today. After 3 years, she has been on the case. She had to resign, which means that a new judge has to start from beginning again and start with Nnamdi Kanu's case, thereby prolonging Nnamdi Kanu's detention in the DSS. So these are some comments that I could get from Twitter on this same tweet by Somto Okonkwo. And then and this one reads that, so why did it take her all many years to do so? This another delay tactics I can 100% assure you guys. Because true, this is the plan, this is a plan, this is the tactics by the government to keep on delaying Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Because for the judge to retire to resign, that means they have to look for another judge, which will start from beginning again and start working on Nnamdi Kanu's case to know where to start from. But I don't really tell me that this is not planned because if she wanted to resign, why didn't she do it a long time ago? It's now that Nnamdi Kanu case is coming to an end that she has to resign. So another tweeted, this is exactly what that Delilah and US Nigeria Limited want. It may take another 12 months for another judge to be appointed. So likely the case will be back in court around June 2025. Because there's no bad. Service is bad. Let me try empty. Why my service bad? Let me change the network. I think this will help. Um, connect. Why is my network? Oh God, what is this? Nigeria and bad network. Sorry guys. I think we are back. 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 Yes. So, like I was saying, based on Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Nnamdi Kanu's judge resigning today, despite the Nnamdi Kanu's freedom coming to an end. No, the service is too bad. It's too slow. That's what you get in Nigeria. Bad network, up and down. Bad network here and there. So, in a play, like this was a meme actually, just for joke. because this was referring to the resign of the judge of the justice and Binta. So they said your case is very difficult to win. When I walk outside, just if without doing everything, we will all survive. So Nigerians always play with some certain things, they play with things in this country. This thing, I don't know if you can hear me very clearly, but I don't know. So another person tweeted, why is this thing slow? God. Another person tweeted, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was discharged and acquitted by the Nigeria's appeal court, showed up in the same court again, peaceful after the DSS refused to release him. Nnamdi Kanu is a UK citizen who has been denied his right to freedom. Because why not? The court have actually discharged Nnamdi Kanu. The appeal court have stated that Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty. But the DSS and the government have said no. Kanu is guilty. Nnamdi Kanu must remain in court, despite him not being guilty. Because this is actually act of terrorism. Nnamdi Kanu is free, and yet people are still keeping him in custody. Does it make sense? No. So another person tweeted, oh God, service why now? I don't know. Service is frustrating me today of all days that now we can't have been released. That I have top gist for you guys, but service, I don't know. It's not loading my banners. It's not loading my contents. Why is that? So another person tweeted, the persecution of the Igbo people in Nigeria stops with me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOB, said. Because there is no way to tell that the insecurity happening in Nigeria is not because Nnamdi Kanu is still in custody. Is it from detention? Once Nnamdi Kanu is free from detention, believe me, insecurity in Nigeria will in Southeast especially will reduce. This security in Nigeria will reduce, and that's the promise he's giving the government that once he's released, that he will make sure that insecurity reduces in the Southeast. But guess what? I don't think the government even wants that to happen. So another person tweeted, why is service? Oh God, Nigeria and bad service. So another person now tweeted, Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB) arrives at the Federal High Court, Abuja, in continuation of his legal battle with the federal government of Nigeria. He has been legally detained for over 3 years and counting after after being extraordinarily rendered from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021. That is for over 3 years now. Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention despite being kidnapped from Kenya, and we all know how the court has set him free. But yet, they refused to set him free. For over how many years? 3 years now the Kanu has been going to court and going back without the government, without the court even have any evidence that he's guilty. But he has been there for over many years. And then the government said that he is guilty of treason. Whereas there are people also that we all know that have known for treason that are working on the streets. And the likes of Mala, as we all know him, that he has been known for terrorism, but the government released him and set him free to walk freely on the streets. But here's Nnamdi Kanu still in custody because he's an Igbo, and the government hates him so much, so that's why he's still in custody. And it's very very sad and very sad that he's still there, despite being freed or um, bailed by the Nigeria courts. But yet they've refused to let him go. So I keep on reading. Record that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has won the Nigerian federal government as the appeal court on October 13th, 20 last year. So Nnamdi Kanu actually won the federal government in this appeal court. But the government has still given him that. Doesn't mean that the government are above the law. It doesn't mean the government don't follow the laws. Doesn't mean the government don't care what the law says. Because for appeal court to actually grant him bail, that means he's free of all charges. But the government still went ahead to hold him in detention. That means they are going against the law of Nigeria. So he said that, however, the Nigerian government has continued to violate every court order and since then refused to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against rulings by local and international courts, including the UN Working Group verdict. That means Nigerian government is bigger than every other person, bigger than every ruling party, bigger than every law in Nigeria. For them to be going against those laws, for them to be going against those rulings that have been set to release Nnamdi Kanu, that means that they feel like the god of Nigeria, that they cannot go with what the law is saying. That's what they are telling us. Because Nnamdi Kanu has been released free of charge since 2017. No, since 2021, because that was when he was actually kidnapped from Kenya and then sent down to Nigeria. I was arrested by the DSS and then have been in court so in several cases where he had granted bail, but the government are still holding him there. They said no, that they cannot grant him free of charge. So another person tweeted, I will never stop fighting for my people, even if it means spending another year in detention. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the ongoing persecution against them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOB, said, because that man, as you all see him today again, video I saw, he was so happy that and saying that even if he meets him staying there for extra year, he doesn't care. That he will never stop fighting for prime for Biafra. That's what it's called to be a leader. A leader always leads by example. He said that he will never get tired of fighting for his people. And then the same people he's fighting for are also the persons that are fighting him. Because there was a rumor that I got or I saw on the internet that the Southeasterners governors are also against the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I could imagine that. A man fighting for you, then some persons are still against his release. That means some people are working against Nnamdi Kanu being released from the prison. And Nnamdi Kanu have told them that he will never stop. Even if it means spending extra year that he's going to fight till the end, that his people must be free. Because Nnamdi Kanu was among those that fought during the Biafra war, which all that happened during the time of Ojukwu, that lives were lost in the fight of Biafra. I will all that happened. So Nnamdi Kanu have taken up for himself, saying that he must fight to get this fight to the end. There's nothing the government can do about it. The government like let them detain him for extra year. That he will continue to fight for his people until justice prevails in Nigeria because we all know the level of Nigeria where we are in a total mess where violence and corruption have taken over. People don't even do things any longer in this country with their hearts. There's no freedom again. You cannot speak your mind again in this country. Else you'll be hijacked and arrested by the DSS or the police. You can no longer protest, which honor protest is among human rights. Then we should not have any rights in our country. We are living like a slave country because of what we or the bad government are on seat. Because bad people are on seats. So that's why we are in this mess we are. Just take a look, let's divert a little. Take a look at what happened in Edo election. Where some persons we are seeing buying votes with 10,000 naira, seeing bribing, so we are seeing snatching ballot box, and so we are seeing overvoting in a polling unit that has lesser voters, but yet they got higher votes than the number of voters that are present in that polling unit. That's what we get in Nigeria. Rather than corruption up and down, illegal activities going up and down, and most of them are being sponsored by our government. So this person Nnamdi Kanu laments the bastardization of court orders. He wondered why lower courts will choose to violate the rulings of the Supreme Court. I was actually surprised that the High Court have refused to obey or abide by the dimension of the Supreme Court judgment. Come to Nigeria, where we are lawless. Could you imagine a High Court refusing to obey the order of Supreme Court? Where does it happen in this world that a lower court will refuse to abide by the judgment of the high? It's only Nigeria that we get those kind of reports that lower court refuses to abide by the Supreme Court. I mean, other Supreme Court actually the judgment they gave was that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, that he is free of those charges brought to him or those allegations. But here we are, but here we are in our country where lower courts are refusing to obey the orders of Supreme Court. It's not in our country that we hear those kind of things. So I saw this headline that said Nigeria begins hearing of objection filed by IPOB now to challenge each. So Nigeria court begins hearing of objection filed by Nnamdi Kanu to challenge each judicial. This is from Sarah Reporter, so it's a verified source. So it's a verified source that Nnamdi Kanu actually. Okay, I read the hearing of the objection filed by the 10 leader of the IPOB is Nnamdi Kanu challenging the decision of the Federal High Court Abuja to try him will be held today, which is already happening because Nnamdi Kanu right now is in court. Sure, I'll give you guys the highlight of what happened in court today. I'll make sure I give you guys highlights. I don't know why service have decided to frustrate me today of all days. Today I have important news for you guys. But this is Nigeria, so we'll not be surprised of what is happening now because we all know that Nigerian service is not reliable and we always fail, even throughout ourselves. So Justice Nyako from the trials in open court, requesting her to rescue herself from the trial due to her disobedience of orders of the Supreme Court. That means Supreme Court have given them order, but they chose to go and do what they want to do, despite that means they did not follow. That means they did not follow the orders of the government of the higher court, which say that now the Kanu is free of charge and release him, but they failed to release them. They release him. So okay, I see. I'm saying the live. So I guess I'm back, guys. I'm back fully now. I'm back fully now. I think service is back. I've changed my network, so service is back now. So let me start from here. I think some persons did not get the gist from here. So from here, I read that Nigeria court begins hearing of objections filed by IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu to challenge each jurisdiction. So the hearing of let me start from here. So service is back. So the hearing of the objection filed by the detained leader of the IPOB Nnamdi Kanu challenging challenging the jurisdiction of the Federal High Court, Abuja, to try him will be held today in Abuja. So the Nnamdi Kanu have been in court. I'll give you guys the highlight of that court meeting today in my life. Just stay tuned, guys. So Kanu Special Counsel Barrister Aloy Ejimako, who made this known on Tuesday morning, said that the hearing, which was scheduled to hold at 10 a.m., will be held at 12 p.m. at the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, which have been held. So I'm not telling you guys that I'm not informing you guys what happened in the court, and I'll give you guys the highlight at night. I'm sure I will go live at night and give you guys the update. So he said, as was previously scheduled, the hearing of Nnamdi Kanu's case will be held today, being 24th of September at 10 a.m. instead of 12 noon, as was done before. So the venue, all right, yes. So the venue is the same Federal High Court, Abuja, as usual. Nnamdi Kanu will be in attendance. This hearing is crucial. So several reporters have reported that Kanu, in a notice of preliminary objection to jurisdiction of the court, filed through his legal team led by Ejimako, told the court that it has no jurisdiction to try him, stressing that charges filed against him before the court by the Nigerian government are unconstitutional, because we all at the Supreme Court have bailed Nnamdi Kanu a long time ago, but yet the government are still filing case upon him, and he said that those files or those charges against him are unconstitutional because it's illegal. Nnamdi Kanu is free of every objection, but the government have failed to admit that. So Kanu filed the notice of preliminary objection in the strength of section 1, section 3, 6, section 6, and then section 12, 36, section 2, 36, section 8, 42, 45, and then 251, section 1 of the Constitution of Nigeria 1999 as amended. So section 178 of the Custom and Excise Management Act as repealed. Section 218, sections 1 and 2, and 220 of the Administration of the Criminal Justice Act 2015. The Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act 2013 has repealed and under an inherent jurisdiction of the court. So he said that the court has no jurisdiction to try him on counts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. On the point and authorities to the extent that the provision of the Terrorism Prevention and Amendment Act 2013 enabled the Nigerian government to determine questions arising in the admission of the TPAA, which led to the expert order of proscription of IPOBs and each declaration as a terrorist group and the gazetting of such order without giving the applicants an opportunity to make representation of these authorities is void for being inconsistent with the provisions of Section 32, Section 2 of the Constitution of the Nation and Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. So this is the issue now, because now the Nigerian government does not have any evidence or not have any right to charge him now because he has been set free. Anything that's being done now is lawless, is not constitutional. That's what he's trying to say. So he said that the preliminary objection to the court's jurisdiction was sequel to the ruling by Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday afternoon, where she dismissed Kanu's fresh application seeking the restoration of his revoked bail and his removal from the DSS custody to a house arrest or prison custody. Could you imagine this? So several reporters had reported that the judge who dismissed the application for lacking in merit said that Kanu has brought the same application before the court. Despite the Supreme Court's ruling in 2023 that Kanu did not jump bail, Justice Nyako said that she found as a fact that the IPOB leader jumped the bail granted to him earlier and that he escaped out of Nigeria. Could you imagine these people? So the Supreme Court said that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, but yet Justice Nyako said that Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail. So that means they're going against Supreme Court judgment. This government is zero. Like this government, we are zero. We don't have law. And any country that don't have law that country cannot do anything right. Because I don't understand that Supreme Court said that Kanu did not jump bail, but yet a normal justice is coming out. A normal judge is saying that Nnamdi Kanu jump bail. That means they are going against what Supreme Court have already decided. Oh God of mercy, this country. Oh, I wonder who is going to save us in this country. So Justin Nyako further ruled that the sources who stood for the shorties who stood for Kanu in the area B had applied to be discharged and had been discharged on ground that they could not locate Kanu and did not know his whereabouts. Can you imagine that? So the judge held that the only option left for Kanu was to go to court of appeal and should proceed to the appellate court to exercise his right of appeal. So Justice Nyako disagreed with Kanu's led counsel that the Supreme Court held that the earlier bail granted him ought not to have been revoked, saying that she had pursued the Supreme Court judgment copy and did not see the claim by Kanu's lawyer. Reacting to the judge's ruling, Kanu blasted the Nigerian government for violating the provisions of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition of Act by seeking to try him, saying that Nigeria court seeking to try him is an act of terrorism. Because I don't think we will tell me that the Supreme Court have said that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, but yet we have our High Court and Appeal Court saying that Nnamdi Kanu jump bail. That they not see reasons why they not try him. That means them trying him is going against Supreme Court law. Thereby, Nnamdi Kanu termed it it's an act of terrorism. So I just stay tuned with my channel and I'll make sure I'll give you guys the latest happening on that issue we're having now Nnamdi Kanu, because I bet the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still in court because that we all know that Nnamdi Kanu has been bailed. He has been set free by the higher court, which is Supreme Court. But due to Nigerians is lawless, we don't have laws. Lower courts are then fighting the judgment of the higher court. Nnamdi Kanu was set free since last year, but he's still in custody till today because of the level where we are in Nigeria. Because Nigeria like this now don't have any law, we don't have any rule in our country, Nigeria. So let's see what happened in the court. I'll give you guys the update at night, what happens in the night, what happened in the court, and what's the conclusion in the court. I'll give you guys now. But guess what? That lawyer that judge have actually resigned. She resigned today. I think I have the headline. So the headline said that service is back, yes. So the headline said that Justice Binta Nyako resigns from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, which I read some reply to that. Let me go over it again because service was resuming then. So someone said that this is another tactic to delay his release, and truth be told, this is another tactic to prolong Nnamdi Kanu's release because there's no way Nnamdi Kanu will still be will be released if there's no judge to handle that case. That means the government has to go and look for another judge, which might take longer time to do that. Because I don't see a reason why a judge just wake up and then say that he or she is resigning from Nnamdi Kanu's case all of a sudden. If it's not an attempt to prolong his detention and make him to stay longer in that detention. But like I said, I will give you guys the update of that meeting in my next live. Just stay tuned to my channel. If you're new here, you can subscribe. I'll give you guys the happening that happened. What happened at court today. I'll give you guys the update at night. So don't subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next live. See you guys in the night.